Dragon Age 2 was rated M for mature by the ESRB and contains blood and gore, language, sexual content, and violence. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello, everyone. My name is Amaronith, and I play games for the internet, and today we're playing Dragon Age 2. Last time we... Crap, what did we do? Sorry. We did some things. Oh, yeah. Last time we helped out, right, we spoke to, Merrill and Anders and Fenris, and Anders was creepy. But so on and so forth. We also found a hand, a severed hand with a ring on it that may or may not belong to Ninette, which means we need to go down to the gallows. Oh, right, but we were going to do the Seal of House Tawan first. Gosh. Sorry, I took a little bit of a break between recording last episode and this one, so immediately every thought...
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just.
Yeah, that's nice. Every thought fled my head.
I've always wondered, why is every surface dwarf a merchant or a smith?
You left out criminals and hired muscle.
They don't count.
We dwarves are drawn to shiny objects, sort of like magpies, but with business sense.
You're kidding.
Of course I am. We come to the surface with the skills our ancestors had, Blondie. You think there's a tradition of dwarf woodcutters in Orzammar? Beekeepers? Sailors?
Well, there could be mushroom growers and nug wranglers.
Orzammar will never let those people go topside. Too vital. Also, embarrassing.
Oh my, oh my. Alright, so that guy...
Welcome to the Hightown Market.
Yes, thank you.
I think you let this get away from you.
You found this? I don't know what to say.
Yes, we've leveled up before. You know what? Just a bunch of strength. Okay. And... okay.
Not here to sell today, guardsman. Shipment's late. Well, good luck to you then.
Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Gather your party and venture forth.
I've heard about the Circle of Magi outside of the Imperium, but I've never been in one. Are you certain it's wise for us to come here, considering who we're with?
We'll be careful. What's one more mage?
I don't think the Templars will be surprised to see another mage here, do you?
Maybe not.
I'll try to look sufficiently meek and oppressed.
You're not helping.
This seems more like a prison. I wonder if it's more effective than the Circle I know.
What's it like in Tevinter?
How is the Imperial Circle of Magi different?
Once upon a time, it was as it is here. The Chantry watched the Magisters closely for any signs of corruption or weakness. Then it changed. The Magisters were permitted to watch over their own, and Templars kept only to enforce the law. What happened next was inevitable. The Magisters rule again, as powerful as they ever were.
How is it inevitable?
You're saying the same thing could happen here?
If the mages were permitted to be their own watchers, of course. It is too easy for a mage to resort to blood magic if they feel the need is great enough.
As easy as it is to resort to a sword. You were created as a living weapon. Should you not be trusted with your freedom?
My powers are not controlled by a demon. A mage can desire power, justice, revenge, protection. Any cause will do, and then they are lost.
So this is the answer.
You're saying that locking mages up is better?
All I am saying is the Imperium offers no answer. All that Andraste did long ago to end the tyranny of magic has been undone.
She ended the tyranny of magic and replaced it with an entirely new one.
Considering all that magic has done to my homeland and my race, I weep for your predicament. Power corrupts, as they say, and mages have power enough already.
Why did it change?
You said the Chantry used to watch the Magisters. Why did they stop?
You must remember that the attitude towards magic is different in Tevinter. Magisters came from wealthy families, bloodlines that had nurtured magical talent for countless generations. The Chantry was not trying to control poor peasants, but the scions of the greatest houses in the Imperium.
Weren't they defeated?
I thought the Magisters had been thrown down by the Chantry.
On the contrary, Andraste never defeated the Imperium. A great army conquered the south, but not the north. The Magisters eventually surrendered to the Chantry, but they did so on their terms. They kept their influence. Thus, they reclaimed what they lost over the centuries. Some battles are lost by inches.
Are the Magisters so terrible? Stupid question, but...
You talk about the Magisters as if they are all evil.
I have no doubt that some are good and noble men, strong enough to resist temptation. But how many temptations do you wish to offer a man before he will give in? Blood magic is everywhere in Tevinter, from the lowliest apprentice up to the Archon himself.
And how do you know that?
You can't have seen this for yourself.
Daenerys talked about it often. Of course they say it's forbidden. Behind the smiles and closed doors, however, it's a different matter. To be a Magister in Tevinter is to be glorious. To be a powerful Magister in Tevinter, that is worth any price.
The Circle doesn't work.
According to everything I've seen, the Circle can't control mages anyhow.
And what is the alternative? Freedom is a noble ideal, but I see no oppression here. I see fear and danger. But enough. I'm sure we came here for a reason.
God damn it! We did so well! We did so well! Rivalry plus... It could have been worse.
quality. Armor. The best outside.
The problem is that it's not simple. It's not a simple thing where you can just be like, this is the solution to all of the problems ever. Like,
welcome, my dear friend, to Sol's shop. My name is Solitus. Please take a look around. My apologies in advance. Our shelves are a bit bare at the moment. Actually, if you're interested, I could use a bit of help to remedy that.
remedy that?
Remedy that? Potions shop. You, my good man, are priceless.
The pun wasn't intentional, although I may use that next time. It's been too dangerous to leave the city of late, and the substances I require for my creations are, of course, elsewhere. Perhaps you could find them. You'll be compensated for your time, have no fear. I'll also give you first pick of my new creations.
I'm in.
Make up a list of what you need, and I'll keep an eye out for you.
Perfect. A discount on everything in the shop, Sirrah.
The first enchanter does not wish me to sell merchandise. He says I am too honest.
Ooh.
Welcome back to Sol, my friend.
But yeah, it's not like it's such an easy problem to solve. But I imagine that there's gotta be a better way than what they're doing right now.
Check your purse. I think you lost something.
Thank the Maker and various others. I need to lock this up.
Well, first things first.
Recognize your mage? This was left in the foundry you mentioned in your notes. I was also attacked by shades.
These are human bones. Then there is no chance of finding Meren alive, or any of the others.
Yes, they're probably dead.
If they're not dead, watch out for a bunch of boneless women flopping through the streets.
Show some respect.
No.
I will bring this to the city guard immediately. It should be enough to convince them the disappearances are worth investigating.
Oh, God.
I can't wait until I've had enough training to meet.
Hey, the Seekers of Truth. And next is Thrask.
Are you the Templar who's pursuing the boy Fenrir?
I did not realize his name was known so widely. Perhaps your friend knew him in the alienage.
Not every elf lives in one of your cages, Templar.
Are you a friend of his?
Tell me about Fenrir.
Have you met him? What is he like?
From his mother's description, he sounds much like any youngster we bring to the Circle. Frightened of his gift, resentful at losing his freedom, convinced he is the one exception to our laws. Hardly someone you would wish the power to murder people with his mind.
I want to help him.
No young boy should have to face down demons alone.
It is surprising what sympathies mages evoke. I always expect people to be more wary of their powers than touched by their struggles.
Not all of us are.
If we do not find Fainriel soon, it will not matter. Either he will be taken by the demons, or by less mystical predators. And I have said more than enough on the topic. This is a Templar matter, and we will be handling it.
And you don't need help?
Seems like you Templars could use all the help you can get.
True. It is surely not in the lad's best interests to turn away anyone who seeks to find him. There is a Templar, former Templar, by the name of Samson.
Oh.
He left the Order due to philosophical differences. He has been known to help mages flee Kirkwall. If Fainriel went to him, Samson wouldn't tell me. He stays out of sight by day, but I've seen him at night, near the entrance to Darktown.
God damn it! I think we just lost all the good we got with Fenris. That... Nope. 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 It's fine. We didn't lose that much unsaved progress. Let's bring Ethylene. I will see you when we're back in the gallows. Oh, there is no extra scene.
My best friend just failed his harrowing. They killed him on the spot.
Like, I know what my opinion is of what it all could be, but how to fix it, I mean. But, like, it's not even a fix, it's... Oh. It's a change in philosophy, I guess?
Check your purse. I think you lost something.
Ah, welcome, my dear friend, to Sol's shop. My name is Solitus. Please, take a look around. My apologies in advance. Our shelves are a bit bare at the moment. Actually, if you're interested, I could use a bit of help to remedy that.
Remedy that?
Remedy that? Potions shop. You, my good man, are priceless.
The pun wasn't intentional, although I may use that next time. It's been too dangerous to leave the city of late, and the substances I require for my creations are, of course, elsewhere. Perhaps you could find them. You'll be compensated for your time, have no fear. I'll also give you first pick of my new creations.
I'm in.
Make up a list of what you need, and I'll keep an eye out for you.
Perfect. A discount on everything in the shop, Sirrah.
I was never given the opportunity for a harrowing.
Herbalist's tasks. Never given the opportunity for a harrowing.
The Knight Commander knew I was too weak.
Dragon Fang. Pure Ironberg. You have to go talk to the Dalish.
Welcome back to Souls, my friend.
But yeah, so to keep all that good, that good faith we had with,
Recognize your mage? This was left in the foundry you mentioned in your notes. I was also attacked by shades.
These are human bones. Then there is no chance of finding Meren alive, or any of the others.
I did what I could.
I saw someone leaving the scene, but they got away. I'm sorry.
It was more than I accomplished.
My people have been slow to react, but this needs official support.
I will bring this to the city guard immediately. It should be enough to convince them the disappearances are worth investigating.
So many level ups. Alright. Varric hums a melody under his breath, recalling the untellable tale of how Bianca got her name. Few things focus Varric as much. Oh.
Are you the Templar who's pursuing the boy Fainriel?
I did not realize his name was known so widely. Are you a friend of his?
Tell me about him.
Have you met him? What is he like?
From his mother's description, he sounds much like any youngster we bring to the Circle. Frightened of his gift, resentful at losing his freedom, convinced he is the one exception to our laws. Hardly someone you would wish the power to murder people with his mind.
I want to help.
No young boy should have to face down demons alone.
It is surprising what sympathies mages evoke. I always expect people to be more wary of their powers than touched by their struggles. If we do not find Fainriel soon, it will not matter. Either he will be taken by the demons, or by less mystical predators. And I've said more than enough on the topic. This is a Templar matter, and we will be handling it.
The city guard might help.
Aveline, don't you think this matter concerns the whole city?
It does, and you Templars are spread thin to begin with.
True. Sadly, there are more mages fleeing than we can easily keep up with.
Then let the city guard do what we're good at. I can track the boy.
There is a Templar, former Templar, by the name of Samson. He left the Order due to philosophical differences. He has been known to help mages flee Kirkwall.
Gee.
If Fainriel went to him, Samson wouldn't tell me. He stays out of sight by day, but I've seen him at night, near the entrance to Darktown.
I wonder what philosophical differences those could be if he's helping mages escape. Wait, did I go up here? No.
Make a watch over you.
Okay. Grab that. And...
Do you know a recruit named Karen? His sister is looking for him.
We cannot speak to you, Messer.
To the void with that. Karen and the others are missing.
But our orders...
The Knights aren't doing anything to find them. Maybe it's time to ask for outside help.
There are others missing?
I wasn't even certain Karen was missing. Who else is gone?
The first ones disappeared weeks ago. There's been at least half a dozen. Wilmot and Karen were the most recent.
Why do you have to keep quiet?
Why must you keep silent about Karen?
You obviously aren't a Templar, Messer.
A Knight Lieutenant gives you an order and you obey, without question. They told us not to breathe a word about Karen and the others.
They must have their reasons.
And that'll be a great comfort if you go missing next.
You've come this far.
You're already defying orders to talk to me. Might as well share the good stuff.
I hear that Knight Commander Meredith has some new initiation you have to go through. If you're not strong enough or fervent enough in belief, you don't make it out alive.
Figures.
And you honestly believe that?
Recruits keep going missing.
Wilmot came back.
What?
He did. I saw him this morning.
Tell me about the initiation.
What else do you know about the initiation?
You hear about some... questionable things that the Order must do these days. The Knight Commander only wants Templars that can do... what must be done.
Andraste alive. She's killing recruits that might question her orders, isn't she?
That's rubbish. She wouldn't do that.
Can I talk to Wilmond?
If Wilmot came back, he might know more about the other missing recruits.
I bet he would.
Wilmot told me he was going outside Kirkwall. Clear his head, he said.
Why didn't you tell us this?
Knight Captain Cullen ordered it.
Cullen?
Before he chased after Wilmot. That wasn't too long ago. If you hurry, you may catch them on the road.
Cullen's also here in Kirkwall?
Kirkwall may not have the best circle, but at least we're not Fereldan.
You know what? Fuck you, lady. Wayward Son. Ambushed! Enemies block the path! Where? Dead Man's Pass. And I can't... There we go. Let's go, Theodore.
Can't we talk about this? No? Go down!
Out of your element, dwarf?
No thanks to this lot, can't get a decent blade at a bargain anymore. You, though, you're what a man needs. A skilled enthusiast.
What are you talking about?
You can start making sense any time now.
My manners. Javaris Tintop, merchant and investor. I need forward thinkers to help court the Qunari.
Court the Qunari? Make her think of the children.
Those hornheads in Kirkwall have a powder that explodes, and it's just dust. No lyrium, no demons. Anyone can use it.
I have heard of this. It's why their ships are so feared.
They offered this to you?
I doubt they were eager to sell.
That Arishok said I wasn't worthy. That only their outcast, the Talvashath, or that mercenary. I said, great, I'll go talk to them. Didn't go over well.
But, made me think. Maybe he'll bargain if I get rid of something that bothers him more than, well, me.
The Talvashoth.
The Talvashoth. Are you up for some paid hunting?
Dwarves don't have explosives?
Your people must have something like that already.
Small things, shaped to crack faults, not shatter the earth. Plus, they're mostly lyrium. Expensive, poisonous. The chantry controls it topside. The glow makes you a target. Problem after problem.
I'm in if the coin is good. Wait. But magic already does this.
What's the point when we already have magic that can do the same thing?
Maybe you have magic, all tough and human and whatnot. But what of the common man? How does he remove stumps from his land, or produce them on his enemies? What does he do when he needs a hole far too fast? Magic is hard to market. But this stuff you can put in a bag.
I'm in if the coin is good.
All right, I'll step in for you. For a price.
I'm done bargain hunting. I want it done right. Now, best I could figure, they're up the Wounded Coast, a whole camp. Take their heads off and meet me at the compound in Kirkwall. Get this right, and we'll be richly rewarded. Richly.
Ethylene rivalry +5. Oh, I forgot. She's with me. I have to be goody two-shoes if she's with me. I can't do things for money. I have to do them because they're right. Oh, Eveline. Okay, so... Huh. Castry. Okay, but where's Wilmud? That's why I came this way. Did I miss something? Kirkwall declared the common nug a noxious vermin in 5... Oh. I see.
And trust they be my witness, Wilmot. I will have the truth from you now!
Mercy, sir. Mercy.
Were it that easy?
Don't hit me.
Jesus, Cullen!
I will know where you're going, and I will know now.
So you torture recruits now?
I thought Templars only treated mages this badly. Nice to see you're branching out.
This is Templar business, stranger.
Have you slept?
You have struck me the last time, you pathetic human. To me!
Oh. That's not good.
Maker preserve us. Now we fight! That's enough! Ha! Ah! Ah! Let's finish this! knew he was involved in something sinister.
Seriously, when was the last time you slept?
This? Is it even possible?
Was he an abomination?
Do you think he was possessed?
Normally, we only worry that mages will fall victim to possession. I have heard of blood mages or demons in solid form who could summon others into unwilling hosts.
You were there for that.
I'd not thought one of our own would be susceptible.
You were there for that. The circle in...
With what I've bumped into in Kirkwall, nothing surprises me anymore.
I am Knight Captain Cullen. I thank you for your assistance. I've been conducting an investigation of some of our recruits who have gone missing. Wilmot was the first to return. I had hoped to confront him quietly, out of sight.
Why did you attack him?
If you didn't know he was possessed, why draw your sword on a recruit?
He'd only been back a few days when he left again secretly. It set off some warning bells. I meant to scare him into a confession. He had to believe my threats were genuine.
What do you think happened?
Do you know what happened to Wilmot while he was gone?
Obviously more than I had anticipated. Wilmot has never been fully convinced of the Order's rules. Mages cannot be our friends. They must always be watched.
Piss
I
off.
thought Wilmot might be meeting with some old friends who'd escaped the Circle.
Not all mages are bad.
I've got friends who are mages. Are you saying they need to always be watched as well?
I was at the Circle Tower in Fereldan during the Blight. I saw firsthand how Templars' trust and leniency can be rewarded.
Trust and leniency? Is that what you call it?
I still have nightmares of Uldred's depravities.
So there's no ritual?
The recruits believed that Meredith was conducting some sort of deadly ritual.
What? That's preposterous.
Is it?
Recruits can be worse than a weaving circle with their rumors. There is a vigil before Templars take their arms, but the gravest danger they face is falling asleep.
Let's hunt some demons.
Where there's one demon, there's usually more. Where do we start digging?
I fear it is time to widen this investigation. My discretion may have cost me one of our best recruits, Wilmot's friend Karen. They were last seen together at the Blooming Rose.
Oh.
But I had no luck interrogating the, young ladies there. I doubt they know anything of magic or demons.
The brothel, huh?
I'd be willing to search there.
The Order would truly be in your debt if you helped us with this. No one at the brothel will speak with me for fear I would shut them down for serving our recruit. If you learn what manner of creature did this to Wilmot, please come tell me in the gallows. I will ensure you are rewarded.
Oh, Cullen, with your ramen hair. Rune of Impact. Man, oh man, a Shavitz, as my mom says. The thing about Templars going to a brothel is like that's not against their vows. As
So,
like
you married a
Templars, I
Templar,
mean.
huh?
What of it?
Are they all as dirty as they seem?
Fucking
what?
Did he ever ask you to play the naughty mage and the hapless recruit? Maybe the secret desire demon and the upstanding knight?
That's disgusting.
I hear it's quite popular.
Commander's... Her husband is dead.
I couldn't bring back your wife, but here's a ring. It looks pricey.
Oh, Ninette's wedding ring. Yes. Look at the engraving. Forever faithful, forever yours. Oh. Written in happier times. Where did you find it?
It doesn't matter.
Just know that she will not return.
It's better this way. Our marriage has been in shambles for more than a decade. I'll send the ring to her family. With luck, it will appease them. Thank you for all your help, Sarah. Make her watch over you.
Welcome, merchant. Well, good luck to you then.
This fell into my hands. Recognize it?
I had long since paid my debt over this. It's grand to see it again.
All right. Vivica.
Do you need something, honey?
Are you one of the girls?
You don't work here, do you? With the customers?
You're no prize yourself, sweetheart. Is there something you want?
Do you know Wilmud? Karen?
A couple of Templar recruits went missing. They were last seen here.
You'll have to be more specific. We do a lot of business with the Templars.
I'll make it worth your while.
Perhaps a few coins can loosen your lips.
Are you trying to bribe me? You know, not all the girls here are for sale. I'm going to pretend that didn't happen.
Fair enough. People's lives are at stake.
We have a lot of missing Templars. If we don't act quickly, we may only find corpses.
Now, no need to get all dramatic on me.
I tried to pay you.
Let me look through the books. Wilmud, Karen... Here we go. Wilmud came in here a lot. You sure he had time to be a Templar? The both of them last saw Iduna, the exotic wonder from the east.
The exotic wonder?
That's quite the stage name.
It sounds better than the tramp from Darktown. You should hear what some of the others are called.
Do you know anything else?
Is there anything else you can tell me?
Honey, I could write volumes on the things I know. Unless you want Wilmud's favorite position, I think you have what you need. You didn't hear any of this from me. We clear?
Cora and Catriona are being horrible to my boy. Can't you stop them? If they want to waste their time disciplining your useless brat, let them.
Okay. Ah, she's upstairs. I just kind of love that she's like, the exotic wonder from the East. To be fair, though, if I had to work with somebody whose stage name was like that, oh. Hi, Iduna.
You must be the exotic wonder of the East. Do you remember entertaining a Templar named Wilmot a few weeks ago? Or Karen?
Wilmot. Wilmot. That doesn't sound familiar.
Drop the act.
Do your clients like this charade? It must get dreadfully tiresome.
Whatever do you mean? Questions are boring. Why don't we have some real fun?
Hawk, go easy on this lovely creature.
You should listen to your friend.
What is wrong with you?
We have to ask her about Karen. What's your problem?
Yes. But certainly there's no harm mixing a little business and pleasure.
Yeah, I did that already. You're really persistent.
As charming and relentless as you are, I'm here to investigate.
Answer one of my questions first. Who told you about little old me?
I'm tired of your games.
It was Vivica.
Oh, shit.
She showed me her books.
That wasn't so hard, was it? So, Vivica sold me out, did she? That drab, pathetic little sewer rat. She will be dealt with. Just do one more thing for me. Draw your blade and bring it gently across your throat.
Anders!
Anders! Make her stop.
Let go of my friends.
Thank you.
How did you? Oh, shit. Spare me, Messer.
How'd you do that?
What foul magic was that?
Blood and desire in equal measure. An art I learned from elsewhere.
Blood magic, then?
Yes, Messer. Please don't kill me.
Tell me everything. Now.
You're going to answer all my questions, and if there's even a hint of magic.
Tirani put me here, to send biddable Templar recruits to the Sanctuary. 3 Spear Alley in the Undercity. I enchanted Wilmot and Karen weeks ago. But after they left these walls, I know not what came of them. Please, let me live. It's not my fault. It was all Tirani's idea.
Tirani?
Tell me about Tirani.
She put me up to this. She said we can recreate the ancient Imperium. That mages can rule again, not serve. She says the Templars cannot hold against us if we stand up and fight.
Tell me about the Sanctuary.
This base of yours. How many other mages are there? Any other defenses?
People go in and out all the time. Sometimes a handful, sometimes more. There are traps. Magical traps. There's a hidden switch at the front. It turns them off. That's all I know.
You go to the Templars.
The Templars are coming for you. No more of your tricks.
Next stop, the Sanctuary. And some answers.
So, one of the problems that I do have with this game is that it's like, it very, very badly wants you to be sympathetic to mages, and then every chance it gets throws blood magic at you. Like, literally every chance. And...
avert your eyes, Fereldan.
And while I am still 100% mage rights, I'm just... It's also... Excuse me, computer? It still is just like... There's no in-between.
What a hole these shems carved.
I can't...
Like, there's no good, there's...
We should go carefully.
Just bad.
Who knows what this many blood mages may have summoned to defend themselves.
All bad.
I don't like the looks of this. That should do it. At least it's not boring.
Come at you! One more for me! We're keeping score, right? That's enough! One less to worry about! Ha! Ha! Let's do this!
I honestly think that, what's his face? Anders' friend was the most sympathetic we've seen so far. Well, and Bethany. But I don't know if Bethany
Can't
would
we talk about this?
count, being, you know, our sister.
That's right! You heard me! Come at you!
Then again, it is just, you know, the beginning of the game. Like, it's still pretty much the beginning of the game. This is Act 1.
We're under attack! What a surprise!
Come on!
Go down! That's enough! Oh, good! I was afraid this would be easy!
Another one for me! How many of you got, Hawks?
Order will be restored.
Better luck in the next life.
Varric, this was their next life. Be respectful.
Trap! Done.
How wonderful. More vessels for our experiments.
Where is Karen?
Perhaps
the demons will find one of you suitable.
Always the demon thing. Can't you people say no?
Like you did?
I am not some hopeless waif that ran crying to a demon. I sought them out and embraced them.
That's literally...
Why have you taken the recruits?
Demons can inhabit much more than mages and corpses. With assistance, they can control anyone I ask. Any Templar, any noble, any well-meaning meddler.
I'm no easy prey.
You do know I cut a path through your abominations, right?
Good, good. The demons like spirit. If a few more Templars fall to the demons, we can seed chaos in their ranks. How many abominations can they discover amongst their own before it drives the Knight Commander crazy?
Where are the recruits?
Tell me where Karen is.
The experiments need so much fuel, you see. So many living vessels are found wanting. Useless vessels can still feed the compost heap, so it's not a complete waste.
I don't like the wording, but your plan is insane.
Good to know you're barking mad. That makes things easier.
In days of old, the Tevinter Imperium spanned the known world. Demons were their allies, held in check by power and knowledge. With a wave of a hand, I could do more than a Templar can achieve in a lifetime. Yet they command us. Absurd. We should be ruling them. We should rule you all. Kill the vessels only if you must.
To arms! I'm your worst nightmare! My magic will destroy you! Get back!
There it is.
Is it over?
Karen.
Yes, that's my name. Oh, thank the Maker. I thought he had abandoned me.
But is it only Karen? It could be Karen +1. A very nasty +1 at that.
The cage has opened. Thank Andraste.
Is he... What happened to you, Karen?
What do you remember about how you got here?
I was with a lady, and then things got fuzzy. Nightmares then. On fire for days. A demon laughing. The naked lady with her razor claws in my chest. I'd wake and hear screams. Maybe my own. I'm sorry. It's all a tangle in my head.
Is he possessed, Anders?
Any chance you can tell if Karen has an extra passenger?
Well, there's one sure way.
What was that about?
If there was a demon in there, it would have defended itself. Looks like he's clear.
I have to tell the Templars.
If there's even the slightest chance you're possessed, the Templars need to know.
No, I'm me, I swear. Don't tell the Templars. I don't know what they do to me. Please, I need to go back. Tell them I'm all right. Tell my sister. I must go.
When you talk to Sir Cullen, maybe downplay the blood magic angle. We don't need the Templars cracking down even harder.
Aveline, friendship +5. Alright. Oh, hey, I just noticed the time.
Never knew humans could be this.
Fereldans. I can still smell the dog on them.
You know,
Those shits better pay up.
it's always the dog thing. Everyone, everyone, everyone. Fereldan Doglord, blah blah blah.
Maker, hear our hymn of repentance. Grant us absolution in your light.
I'm just gonna talk to Cullen.
I've got some good news and some bad news.
What? What is it?
Good news, Karen is safe. Bad news, half of your recruits may have been possessed by demons.
Sweet blood of Andraste.
Demons? Did you say something about the recruits and demons?
I didn't want to tell you, Masha. They were horrible. Those mages see the rest of us as ants to be crushed. They won't stop until they've destroyed the Chantry and the Templars forever.
It's the Templars' fault.
Mages have been systematically abused by the Templars for 1,000 years.
How can you say that after what you've seen?
I know
Mages
it.
cannot be treated like people. They are not like you and me.
Oh, come on.
Surely that's a little harsh.
They are weapons. They have the power to light a city on fire in a fit of pique.
There has to be a better way.
I admit that does reduce their bargaining position, but there must be some middle ground.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps mages need better education as to why the Chantry functions as it does.
Or maybe you need
Perhaps
to
they
not
would
be.
go against the will of Andraste herself. I will look into it. For now, Karen, unless it is proven you are free of demons, I must strip you of your commission immediately.
No, you can't really think that. Karen's fine. He's safe.
Please, sir. I tried to resist. I never took anything they offered. I need this position, or my sister can't eat. I've been training for 5 years.
Karen's fine.
We conducted tests on Karen. He's not possessed. He can stay in the Order.
I hesitate to ask what methods you used that you are so certain. Still, you have done much for us by stopping these blood mages. I will heed your request. If he has shown no sign of demonic possession in 10 years' time, Karen will become eligible for full knighthood.
Thank you, Sarah. Again. But without a full knighthood, Karen's pay is so small. I do not know if I can reward you as you deserve.
I will handle that, miss. You have done the Order a great service. We will not forget it.
Yay! Friendship! Okay, with that, if you'll pardon the pun, harrowing experience out of the way, I'm gonna end it here, and next time, I think, well, we go see Isabella, and, oh, I believe Wayward Son is next. This stuff is later. Pardon me. maybe we should also look into these 2 rumors. But that's for next time. Next time. But until then, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.